Hey everyone, welcome back to Mass on Strength. If you're a bodybuilding fan, then you already know the name Ronnie Coleman, a name that became synonymous with the epitome of bodybuilding success. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you won't miss any of our future content. Now, let's get started. Before delving into Ronnie Coleman's groundbreaking win in 1998, it's important to understand the context of the Mr. Olympia competition and the dominant figures that preceded him. Founded in 1965 by Joe Weider, the Mr. Olympia contest quickly rose to prominence as the premier bodybuilding championship, attracting elite competitors from around the world. The event is not just a showcase of physical prowess, but also a battleground of strategies, determination, and character. The late 80s and early 90s were dominated by Lee Haney, who secured 8 consecutive victories from 1984 to 1991. Haney set a new standard for bodybuilding, focusing on balanced development rather than just sheer size. Dorian Yates succeeded Lee Haney, ushering in the era of the mass monsters. Yates won 6 consecutive titles from 1992 to 1997 and was known for his massive size and well-proportioned physique. His approach shifted the focus of bodybuilding towards extreme mass, affecting training techniques and judging criteria. Flex Wheeler and Kevin Levrone were among the key competitors expected to vie for the title in 1998. Both had successful careers and were fan favorites, with Wheeler often praised for his aesthetic proportions and Levrone for his powerful performances. These athletes were the expected frontrunners for the 1998 title, thereby leaving Ronnie Coleman in the shadows, at least in the public eye. Born on May 13, 1964, in Monroe, Louisiana, Ronnie Coleman emerged from humble beginnings. With a degree in accounting from Grambling State University, Coleman initially intended to have a career far removed from bodybuilding. He was actually a police officer in Arlington, Texas. Ronnie's foray into bodybuilding began rather unexpectedly. Introduced to the sport through a free gym membership that came as a perk of his police job, Coleman quickly found a passion for lifting weights. After some encouragement from fellow gym-goers, he decided to try his luck in local competitions. Coleman's first professional win came at the World Amateur Championships in 1991, earning him the coveted FBB Pro card. However, the years following this win were anything but smooth sailing. Coleman faced a series of setbacks, struggling to make a mark in the Mr. Olympia competition. He managed to secure only low to mid-level placings, failing to make a significant impression among judges and fans alike. Ronnie Coleman was known for his grueling workouts and tremendous lifting capacities. His dedication and consistent efforts were his trademarks, but they failed to secure him a top spot in the early years of his participation in Mr. Olympia. Although he had a solid physique and impressive strength, Coleman was largely underestimated leading up to the 1998 Mr. Olympia competition. Pundits and fans were focused on other frontrunners like Flex Wheeler and Kevin Levrone, considering them the likely successors to Dorian Yates. Ronnie Coleman, however, remained undeterred and continued to work toward his dream, a dedication that would eventually pay off in a way no one saw coming. The night of the 1998 Mr. Olympia competition was electrifying, to say the least. Ronnie Coleman took the stage with a level of confidence that belied his underdog status. The first round showcased mandatory poses, and it was clear that Coleman had brought something special to the stage. Ronnie's front lat spread was a sight to behold. His lats seemed to stretch endlessly, overshadowing even those of seasoned veterans like Flex Wheeler and Kevin Levrone. His most muscular pose was another standout, displaying a combination of mass and definition that left the crowd speechless. As Ronnie Coleman executed each pose with textbook precision, the crowd's energy grew exponentially. What started as polite applause and murmurs transformed into full-blown cheers and whistles. The atmosphere was electric, charged with a palpable sense of witnessing history in the making. Finally, the moment of reckoning arrived. The host took the mic, suspense building with each passing second. As the name Ronnie Coleman echoed through the auditorium, it took a moment for the reality to sink in, not just for Coleman, but for everyone present. The reactions from other competitors ranged from congratulatory smiles to looks of sheer disbelief. Flex Wheeler and Kevin Levrone, both favorites to win, graciously acknowledged Coleman's achievement, although their faces couldn't completely mask their surprise and disappointment. The media landscape was set ablaze following Ronnie Coleman's unexpected win at the 1998 Mr. Olympia competition. What had been previously considered an easy win for established frontrunners like Flex Wheeler or Kevin Levrone quickly transformed into headlines like the dawn of the Coleman era and the underdog triumphs. A new Mr. Olympia is born. Within the bodybuilding industry, Ronnie Coleman's win sparked heated debates. Forums and discussion boards were filled with contrasting opinions. Some loved that Coleman had broken the mold, while others questioned whether he was a one-time wonder who had lucked out. Several experts and former champions weighed in, acknowledging that Coleman had indeed brought something new to the table, a blend of mass and symmetry, along with an approachable charisma that many found refreshing. Although social media was not as prevalent in 1998 as it is today, the impact of Coleman's win did permeate early internet communities and forums. Fan sites cropped up, and his routines started being dissected for the benefit of aspiring bodybuilders worldwide. He went on to win the Mr. Olympia title for 8 consecutive years, from 1998 to 2005, tying the record set by Lee Haney. Each year, Coleman seemed to improve, adding more mass while maintaining and in some cases even improving his symmetry and definition. Outside the competitive circle, Coleman leveraged his fame and expertise to launch his own line of nutrition supplements and fitness equipment. He became a sought-after speaker, author, and trainer, sharing his philosophies on bodybuilding and life in general. While bodybuilding careers can end with a planned retirement, a farewell competition, or a slow transition into other roles within the industry, the end can also come uninvited in the form of health problems. In the case of Ronnie Coleman, a blend of these scenarios played out, highlighting the physical toll that elite bodybuilding can take on even the most resilient of bodies. As years of rigorous training and competition accumulated, Coleman began to experience the wear and tear common to elite athletes, but amplified by the extreme physical demands of bodybuilding. Issues such as joint pain, back problems, and muscle strains that were initially shrugged off as part and parcel of the sport became more persistent and troubling. Between 2007 and the following decade, Ronnie Coleman underwent a series of surgeries, including multiple spinal fusions and hip replacements. Each surgical intervention was followed by a grueling period of rehabilitation, with the aim of getting him back to normal function, if not competitive shape. Videos of Coleman working out even during his hospital stays became both inspirational and cautionary tales within the bodybuilding community. Beyond just ending his competitive career, the health challenges Coleman faced affected his daily life in profound ways. Tasks that were once trivial became monumental feats. Walking unassisted, spending quality time with family, and even basic activities became increasingly difficult, casting a shadow over the larger-than-life persona that he had built. While health problems may have ended Ronnie Coleman's competitive bodybuilding career, they couldn't undermine his enduring legacy. He remains a towering figure in the sport, a testament to what can be achieved, as well as a cautionary tale about the potential costs. As conversations within the industry slowly evolved to include more focus on long-term health and wellness, the later years of Coleman's career serve as a poignant reminder of the human limits of bodybuilding. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one.